NASA announced last week. Tom!
Sorry. Good one.
NASA announced last week that it will no longer refer to planets and galaxies by offensive nicknames, so keep an eye out tonight for the Husky Dipper.
Trees. Tree.
And stuff.
The flat Earth theory.
The Earth is flat.
What if the Earth is flat? What's with everybody saying the world's flat?
Of the Earth is flat.
But is the Earth flat?
And then when you're on Earth, it's flat.
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. Your reaction?
You're right.
I support that aspect of it.
The end of the flat Earth.
The Earth is flat?
Is the Earth flat? The Earth is not a cube because it has enough stuff.
And stuff.
You'll see it'll become a circle.
And then we couldn't decide how we were going to edit it.
The Earth is flat. Yeah, flat Earth.
And stuff.
With a lot of stuff, flat Earth.
About flat Earth, there's a lot of people out there that there's a lot of great information. The YouTube channel
Stuff.
And stuff.
are flat.
And you were right. There has been a cat in this video.
Proving the Earth is demonstrably flat.
And kind of looked at stuff a little bit more.
And stuff.
And then researched a little bit more and, you know, researching again and again. And then you start kind of discovering stuff.
The Earth is flat.
Well, the flat Earth has kind of come from a position that science is only real if it's something that you can verify yourself, which is not an entirely unreasonable position to come from. Some of the stuff like...
If the world is flat.
So, flat Earth, if the Earth is flat,
is a flat Earth. World that is flat.
Most flat. Flat Earth.
And stuff.
Flat Earth, that flat Earth. Fascinating stuff.
Science stuff.
And stuff.
Hey, want to listen to some tunes?
Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth is round.
I can see the world is flat.
Earth is flat.
Flat Earth.
Majestic, flat Earth of ours.
That stuff is flat.
Earth is flat.
Right.
Earth is flat. On a flat Earth.
Earth is flat.
The fact that it is, in fact, a flat Earth.
Of cold, flat ground. Earth is flat.
This flat Earth is...
Hat jeder Mensch gewusst, dass die Erde flach ist und vor 5...
Flat, 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 flat. It's flat, it's flat, it's flat, it's flat. Flat, 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 flat. It's flat, it's flat, it's flat, it's flat, it's flat. Flat, it's 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 flat, 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 it's 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 flat, 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 it's 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 flat. flat. It's 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 flat. Flat.
Flat Earth.
I'm ready to go on the end of the world.
Favorite cats on a pattern.
The government doesn't want you to know.
The Earth is flat.
Flat stuff, and it.
But if there were a virus out there.
And the playing field for this game
Flat. Earth was flat.
Is the world flat?
The world was flat.
Y'all know it's a flat, right?
Of course it's flat.
We were always told that the world is flat.
Flat stuff, and it.
Flat, right? The world, because the world is flat. You know, yes, the world is flat. You know, yes.
Flat after all.
Oh, the world, she's flat.
The Earth is flat, and NASA never went to the moon.
The Earth was flat.
World is flat? Like a pancake?
Flat stuff, and it.
Says it's flat.
Flat Earth into this flat, beautiful land. Flat Earth.
The world is flat.
Flat Earth.
On a vast plain. Flatland.
Flat! My ruler! Flat! This paper! Flat! Where I live! Flat!
What you find is that they create a universe that is perfectly flat. Flat.
It's flat. The Earth is flat.
Absolutely flat.
Flat line.
For example, it's flat.
The world is flat. Is evidence that NASA faked it. By the way, I watched both of your YouTube videos. I must say, remarkably uncompelling. I gotta tell you, hardly any evidence at all there for me that the stuff.
That stuff is flat. You don't see the curvature of the Earth. You just don't. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. You just don't. That stuff is flat. Flat. Flat.
Scientists wrote that the Earth is flat.
Theorist has finally followed the trail of flat Earth breadcrumbs I've been dropping.
1984. The world gets still. The world is flat and this flat Earth is in your...
I believe the Earth is flat, despite what big round Earth money and their anti-flat Earth agenda want you to believe.
The Earth is flat, living in illusion. The Earth is flat.
It did look flat out of my window.
Some illusion. The Earth is flat.
The they lose their greatest fears when they think, they find out that chemtrails are not poison being sprayed in the sky. And
I believe the world is flat. Don't care what you think or anyone else.
And someone else says it's flat.
On Mount Rubidoux, the words Google Flat Earth were found carved into the riverside hill in letters that were 10 feet long.
No curvature in the horizon. Flat Earth video, no curvature in the horizon. Flat Earth video, no curvature in the...
See the world. People are crazy. The world is flat and weary.
Thought you were a hip cat. But how can you say that this world ain't flat?
I used to think the world was flat.
Fluoride should never be added to our water supply.
Time after time.
But I do, because it's flat. Boom, you
Hypnotize my mind, convince me that this world is still flat. For the same, your hopeless brainwashed truth. There's no other way. And there's that, unless the world is flat. If Columbus had can fly, this whole world might still be flat.
Or they're out of office, or the world isn't flat after all.
I thought I made a big mistake. The earth ain't flat.
Also, flat wrong. They said so publicly. It's flat wrong.
They must have been founding members of the Flat Earth.
What we need to do is flatten the curve.
Up on the surface, the earth floats around.
Moon landing was faked, or the argument that the Earth is flat and that scientists are covering it up.
But it's a godless city of cold flat ground.
That stuff is flat.
Endure.
Pictures, steroids, Santa Claus, kicks in the heels. It's a long fly ball going back. And the
I'm a revolutionary renegade. I sun gaze, the sun's rays, eyes blazed, half crazed, coming at you sideways, down the information highway, splitting open the secret society. Bilderbergers, skull and bones, scourges on humanity. Eminem, devil horns like candy gives you cavities. LeBron James, Masonic whore, fake sports are tragedy. Hoping Kyrie's real, but it's kinda hard to swallow. Same goes for Rio B, Shaq and Eddie Bravo. Part of me suspects they are faker than Apollo. Bill Jones is Alex Hicks and vice versa flipped it. Crowley's law reversed it and Kevin Booth assisted. This isn't just a limerick, I'm pulling back the bait, yo. Mother Nature sent me here exposing all the evil. Surveilled by media, shady and deceitful. Closed my accounts, dumping all the toxic people. Sheeple crank my style on a journey to discovery. I put up with the shit, now I need some recovery. Truth sets me free from my own worst enemy. Keep my enemies close, and I study them endlessly. Vultures surrounding me on Masonic checkerboards. Offer up student loans, plus cheap room and board. College is a scam, creativity is stopped. Cancel your classes and the truth will be unblocked. Teach yourself on the net, knowledge is unlocked. Sending in the bots to trap you in the box. Targeted by trolls and followed by the cops. My blood begins to boil and my skin turns to rock. Reminds me why I started and why I'll never stop. Yeah. Reminds me why I started and why I'll never stop.
close to our house.
Looks like we're being poisoned. There's
ask nobody for help. With the Bible in my hand, and a trick I just couldn't understand. Knocking on my door, said baby please don't knock no more, 'cause I'm so tired of being on my own, and I don't feel like coming down. Said I don't feel like coming down. I don't feel like coming down. Said I don't feel like coming down from this place I found. So you can feel like you belong around. Said I don't feel like coming down from this place I found. I don't feel like coming down. I don't feel like coming down. I don't feel like coming down from this place I found.
They look at me and they frown. They don't want me around. I believe in you. I believe in you. They show me to the door. They don't come back no more. 'Cause I believe in you. I believe in you. And I walk out on my own, 1,000 miles from my home. I believe in you. I believe in you. I don't feel alone. Feel alone without the don't feel alone. Oh, I forgive them, everyone, for the sake of your dear son. I believe in you, I believe in you. Oh, they know not what they do, and I still believe in you. They look at me and they frown. They don't want me around. I believe in you. Yes, they show me to the door. They say don't come back no more. And I step out on my own, 8,000 miles from my home. But I don't feel alone, 'cause I believe in you. Yes, I believe in you. I forgive them, everyone, for the sake of God's dear Son. Oh, they know not what they do, and I still believe in you. Yes, they know not what they do, and I still believe in you.
Please stop what you're doing and listen. This is not a drill.
An idea from the human mind.
Please stop what you're doing and listen. This is not a drill.
An idea can transform the world.
Please stop what you're doing
and rewrite all
and
the
listen.
rules.
This is not a drill.
Which is why an idea I have.
Please stop what you're doing.
He's hiding something, and we need to find out what that is.
We gotta break out of here. Give him the kick.
This was not a part of the plan! Wake me up! Wake me up!
I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think.
As the galaxies go whizzing by over the glass domed ceiling. Now tell me that doesn't work for you.
If it's true, does it change how I live my life? This is something that is not an easy answer because of the magnitude of what we're talking about here. How it will change your life, first of all, when you understand it, is dramatic, to say the least. Will it change you from having to go to your job every day and the things that you typically do every day? No. But when this knowledge becomes more mainstream and these agencies are starting to be held accountable, and you understand that they're all participating in this, not just the United States government, not just NASA, but China, Russia, India, all of them have space programs. They all have the same symbolism. They're all doing the exact same thing to their citizenry. And the first thing you have to understand about this is that the deception goes all the way to the top. And when I say all the way to the top, you have to kind of get rid of the notion that the people at the very highest levels are working together. Why would they do this? Why are they trying to hide the fact that we are on an infinite plane or on a flat earth rather than a ball? Well,
If you isolate people into the idea that they're on a blue marble that's in the middle of a universe that is really insignificant, and there's thousands or millions and billions of other worlds and possibly other civilizations, that makes most people think that we are insignificant and that we did actually come about as some sort of an accident. Now, when people believe that, their minds are much more malleable into being given the idea that there is no God, there is no creator. And because of that, that also gives the controllers this fertile soil to build other deceptions on.
Why do you think that Truman has never come close to discovering the true nature of this world until now?
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that.
It's about total control, mental, physical, spiritual, every way, shape, form possible.
You have to remember how big of a conspiracy this is. This isn't talking about just the JFK thing or isn't talking about just 9/11. It's on an umbrella kind of system to where it is the biggest deception that there is. It actually exposes every other deception, and nothing else brings down the power of the elite because it really exposes education, science, the economy, television, museums, universities. Think of all the things that have been fooled. I feel worse for the people that are out there building satellites, the people that are out there actually working for these space agencies, the people out there teaching in schools as professors, because they would all come to the conclusion eventually, once this gets out, that they've all been contributing to the lie.
Why do you believe what you believe? Prove it without using NASA or any other space agency, the government or military of any country in the world. Why would I say that? NASA has been proven to be liars time and time again. I could spend a whole weekend here showing you the lies of NASA. How many of you believe your government is 100% honest and can be trustworthy? And how many of you know the military answers to their government? Okay, so if those three sources are all proven liars, why would you trust them? Fool me once, right? Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I say, continue to believe pathological liars and you're an idiot. But that's what we've all done. And so, I look at these stuff, we've all seen the textbooks, we've all seen the videos and movies and all these things, and there's so much of it. Do you know what the budget NASA has? You know how much they get? How much money they get? Have you seen the movie Gravity? Okay. That's made for about $100 million, give or take. And if you saw the movie Gravity, that was pretty impressive. I saw it on IMAX, big screen, like, wow. I mean, I felt like I was with Sandra Bullock flying around in space, freaking out myself. Okay, this is what they're able to do with $100 million. What are you able to do with tens of billions of dollars a year since the 60s?
Welcome.
No, I just want to stand on top.
Why is that jet flying so close to our house?
What difference does it make? What difference does it make? Yeah, that's their favorite line. Got a lot of people, what difference does it make? You can't figure out what difference it makes? If you can't figure out what difference it makes that the people running your world are lying to you over and over your whole life, if you can't figure out that someone lying to you is trying to control you, suppressing of information, of knowledge, is control. Deception of information and knowledge is a form of control. So what difference does it make? It makes a big difference, because once they start omitting information or lying about information about where you live, they're doing it to control you, period. Why am I having to explain this to critical thinkers in the truth movement? The way you control billions of people is to keep them divided and fighting each other. Flat Earth is not a psyop. Flat Earth destroys the psyop. Every psyop that's been used to control us for as long as they've known about it. So this system has been in power and control for hundreds of years, ever since they convinced the rest of the world that they didn't know where they live. It created this fantastical scenario to make people feel insignificant and to follow those that appear to know better. Why is the flat earth so important? Because it shows the deception. And if everybody would just come together and demand answers, they would be in checkmate. They would not know what to do.
Train up a child in the way that he should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it. I believe that's why we have so many who are indoctrinated to still believe and fight so hard for the heliocentric model. The reason being is because we've been taught the globe model since before we had the ability to think for ourselves. Think about it. Before you could think for yourself, before you could form rational thought, you've been taught that you live on a spinning ball, although your five senses tell you something totally different. Our senses tell us that the earth is flat and stationary, that the sun and moon and the stars rotate above us just as we see.
Same thing I'm expressing all the time, but now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, you know. Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing. I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it.
That they make their annual cycles in such a way that we can calculate days, months, and years of the passage of time, just like in Scripture. The earth in itself works like a well-designed timepiece, and we all know that any timepiece that we can think of has a designer. What if the lie is to hide the existence of that designer? What if they're lying to us about this because they're hiding God?
Here's why I believe that the lunar landing was faked. Because there is no way you can have a power source that strong at that time in history. Let me tell you something.
There's above this beach ball. He just don't. That stuff is flat. That stuff is. He just don't. That stuff is flat.
He makes me feel like I'm the only girl in this whole flat world.
Can you do it?
Hey, is the earth flat?
He makes me feel like I'm the only girl in this whole flat world.
Is the earth flat or round?
Oh yeah. This one goes out to you, the Big J. Big J. Handle the truth like that. The earth is flat. It's flat. I hope you get bitten by a bat. That was some pretty hardcore rapping. You can't get this good. Oh! Yeah! The earth is flat. The earth is flat. You think that it isn't flat? Christopher Columbus thought he was all that. He thought he'd prove that the earth wasn't flat. He is responsible. The Big J, the Big J, everyone knows.
This whole flat world.
Make it your channel.
true. Edge of space jump. But the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. You don't see the curvature of the Earth. It is, you just don't. That stuff is flat.
The entirety of it is 33. So that's going to be a big month. But we need to get through. Just keep an eye out for March 22nd, 2020, which just happens to be obviously 3/22/22. It's also the anniversary of the Georgia Guidestones, where they want to reduce the population down to under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Is this a coincidence? Yes, Jojo has completely loses it. And by the way, Jojo says text Joe to his phone number, no joke, Google it, is 30330. And that's where you got to text Joe to vote for him. So, yeah. Yep. 330 years of Freemasonry. Of course, I've mentioned it to 1,000 people, and of course no one wants to mention it. It's really appreciated.
I'd give anything to get into the Stonecutters.
What do they do there, Dad?
I'm a member. What do they do? What don't they do? Oh, they do so many things, they never stop. Oh, the things they do there, my stars.
You don't know what they do there, do you?
Not as such, no. I'm a stonecutter.
Dad, remember those self-hypnosis classes we took to help us ignore Grandpa?
Do I ever? It's 5 years later, and I still think I'm a chicken. I'm a chicken, Marge.
I know. Maybe we should be listening to him now.
I'm a member. Huh? What? Ah!
You're a member of the Stonecutters, Grandpa?
Oh, sure. Let's see. I'm an elk, a mason.
If I were a Jew, I'd be a Zionist. I am a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
Every day, the courageous officers of NYPD put your lives on the line to protect the innocent and to put violent criminals behind bars. You protect people you've never met before. You know, I've heard that expression a long time ago, and it always means something to me. You're protecting people with your lives, people that you've never met before.
Zionist. I am a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
However, the curse of Frank Fiala, there really was no other word for it, continued to plague Sammy. Although the police investigation into Fiala's murder failed to turn up any suspects, indeed no one was ever charged.
Smells good.
Yeah, I'll have a coffee. Guppy, trout, mermaid, or... whale, please.
Fresh in your coffee, sir?
Yeah. Keep it coming. Put the pot down. Get away.
Zionist. I am a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
Invite Joe Biden to rob and take. We're winning because we're winning. The United States doesn't have a clue.
I think it was disgraceful. I think it's a disgrace. What took place, it's a disgrace. And I think the Trump organization got released to that Nazi Germany. They're going to suffer the consequences. They already are. By the way, we just found out I was coming down. I say, hey, wait a minute. Pile of garbage. Report to my office. Not you.
Can you give us a...
And so you'll see, like,
a few windmills made by one company, General Electric. And then you'll see a few made by Siemens. And you'll see a few made by some other guy that doesn't have 10 cents. It looks like a... So you see all these windmills, they're all different shades of color. They're like sort of white, but one's like an orange white. It's my favorite color, orange.
We feel the benefits of foreign trade right here at home. Each additional $1 billion in manufactured goods and trade means another 20,000 American jobs. And yet, in spite of the fact that last year alone, total gross exports accounted for virtually all of this nation's economic growth, a new breed of isolationists seem to think domestic policy ends at the water's edge.
Were to become president, he would immediately pass legislation to gut every single police department in America. You know that. And probably she's a step worse. She's a step worse. Kamala.
With this video, I'm going to completely debunk satellites in space, Google Earth, Google Maps being nothing more than smoke and mirrors, and obviously this fake, phony ball Earth that we're supposedly living on. Let's take a look here. Let's get a close-up of New York City, of any city.
With this video, I'm going to completely debunk satellites in space.
Get so-called satellite images. All you see are these cartoons, basically composites, nothing real. These cartoons, basically composites, nothing real. Okay, you think this is real? Give me a break. All fake, garbage, nonsense. And once again, the so-called satellites exposed, Google exposed, is nothing more than smoke and mirrors. And as I mentioned earlier in this one article, Google has its own fleet of airplanes to map the world in 3D. So there you go. Very simple, easily debunked when it comes to so-called satellites in deep space. We live in this world full of deception. If you can get past it, again, I said it so many times, ego is the biggest enemy of truth.
Past mistakes by your children, love your face, and you can't escape it. You medicate and blame it away. Nothing was built in one day, but don't try to fake it. Got to turn back the legs. Let me down. Let me down easy. I know you let me down. Let me down.
You get a CGI planet, all bogus, 100%. So, as far as real satellites, with that fake garbage, you get this, all CGI, computer animated. Looks like a video game. Where are the satellites? You don't see any because they don't exist. Look at this. Wow. You believe this is real? If you believe this is real, you're going to believe every single lie NASA, the media, your government tells you. You've been completely blinded from birth. You believe everything you've been told your whole life. And any time someone questions an official story by your leaders, you get angry, you get upset, you get defensive. Because no one likes to be told they've been lied to their entire lives. But all you get, again, is computer animated garbage. Your whole life is nothing but garbage. Now with the supposed live feed from the ISS, you get this bogus CGI satellite here. You believe this is real? You gotta be kidding me. Complete mockery.
Take a look at this right here. Bam, 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 bam. There you go again. Bam, wake up. Bam, 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 bam. Talk about bam. Take a look at the center. Bam. Your ass up, it's time. There you go again. Bam. It's a big old bam. Elbow. Bam. Bam. Oh, witch. Bam. Down the body. Bam. Yeah. Bam. And fuck it. Bam. Oh my god. Bam. That's what they don't have no talent. Bam. 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 You see that kneecap? Bam. Look at fuck it. Bam.
They love him, Big Brother. And it's what I always say, right?
Right now.
Each recipe begins with a violet hose spray of filtered water, compounded by a shower of unfiltered water to help cut costs for the factory. Liquid black is added to the water. No one is entirely sure what liquid black is or where it comes from, but it consistently makes the tastiest sodas known to man. More water is added to the liquid black as needed. Water and liquid black are the only two ingredients in soda. The amount of water used to dilute the liquid black will end up determining the soda's color, flavor, and fizziness. No one is entirely sure what liquid black is or where it comes from, but it consistently makes the tastiest sodas known to man. No one is entirely sure what liquid black is or where it comes from, but it consistently makes the tastiest sodas known to man. No one is entirely sure what liquid black is or where it comes from, but it consistently makes the tastiest sodas known to man.
The tastiest sodas known to man.
Each recipe begins with a violet hose spray of filtered water.
The globe is dead, bit the dust, it's over now. They broke the trust, toss overboard the Mason men. Oh no, I know, not them again. We know now, go.
Each recipe begins with a...
It's showtime.
而且如果好笑，而且如果这样，嘿嘿，现在把它教了，好像他妈的 cheer down。Hey, wanna listen to some tunes?
Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth ain't round. Just look at your feet down on the ground. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth ain't round. Just take a look around. Look at your feet down on the ground. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth ain't round. Just take a the sucker. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just look at your feet down on the ground. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just take a look around. DJ Cowboy. Flat is flat and that is that. I don't care about science or facts or fact. Try to prove what you want, but you're a fool. Flat Earthers know the rule. Gravity's a lie, we never been to the moon. Look what happens when I drop this spoon. And behind the moon I see a cloud. Now what's that all about? Now, I don't believe what I don't see. What I can see is what I believe. I've never been to outer space, so let me just state my case. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just look at your feet down on the ground. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just take a look around. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just look at your feet down on the ground. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just take a look around. The world spins like this record on my turntable. Yeah. And you know I'm willing and able to let you all know, to let it all go. The Earth is flat and goes to show. No, we know all, you know none. Let me end it now before it's begun. We are right, you are wrong. Now listen to the song. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just look at your feet down on the ground. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just take a look around. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just look at your feet down on the ground. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just take a look around. We all live on a really flat Earth, a really flat Earth, a really flat Earth. We all live on a really flat Earth, really flat Earth, a really flat Earth. DJ Cowboy. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just look at your feet down on the ground. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. Just take a look around. Just take a look around. Flat Earth.
Bound to sell. Picture us going out on the 4th of July, and if you heard we were celebrating